Hey, guess what?
We got you, ball! We got you, ball! Let's go! Alright, welcome to Overtime. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. Joined by the lovely Reese, Rob, Stefan, Sam, and Frankie. So, guys, how are you all doing?
I'm okay, actually.
Yeah.
Celebratory monster crack open.
Everyone alive from yesterday?
Barely.
Somehow. Yeah.
God, it was...
How much clipping do we get?
Not a lot.
Oh.
3,
I'm okay
2,
with it.
1.
You had to be late, didn't you?
Guess I'll do mine last. Shall I?
You did it by
No.
Alright, yeah, so the last couple of days have been crazy. Should we start on Friday?
Friday, big ball.
Friday was a war zone. It was a war zone.
We had some injuries.
We definitely did.
Multiple injuries.
So for all you who do not know, Friday was the finale of Football Fridays. So we had teams of 5, I think it was four teams total. All playing against each other, all signed up. House of Theft, obviously,
Big
playing
up.
as a house. Taking the dub on a Friday, but it was... There were some tough games out there, I'm not gonna lie. Biggest rivals were Dion's team for sure.
Yeah, how many ankles did you break?
Not too
That
many.
was our first game.
That was
as
our
well.
first game, and I was already exhausted.
The first
end
game.
of the first
toughest
game. Second game was also, it was surprisingly tough, even though there's I think it was Yellow Team that was just random solo signups, but I think that was the hardest game before we played.
Those playing passing, so much passing.
They were very physical as well.
So
I
much
was
passing.
exhausted throughout that.
They had the tactics down and that was.
They had the tactics, but they couldn't get to the
The
final
tactics,
third.
it was more like contact football.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt the entire game I was getting abused.
We were just
But,
getting
yeah,
pushed off the ball.
I was just
right.
getting fouled
Surf was
continuously.
just being really frustrating, but like
I was mad because I was just getting
running
fouled.
around. Every time they passed around the defence, Surf was just literally running at them, and they'd be chasing almost the same speed as the ball, and they'd be at them, and he did a really good job, to be honest. It
I
was-
don't know, 1 minute Reese was stood up, the next he was just lay on the floor.
Oh no! I got pushed and I got my boots caught in the netting. I couldn't get my boots like unfreed.
Reach just getting bullied.
I just kept getting pushed over, and I was like, oh.
That one game felt like 2 hours, even though it was like 20 minutes. Because, I don't know, I just wanted it to end, to be honest, because I was
It was
just
so
I was taking a
frustrating,
beating out there.
Because they were just like, they'd pass. They'd go to attack, then they'd hit like Stefan and Gil and myself in defence, and then nothing would happen. And then we'd go for attack, and it's back to passing again. And it was so frustrating, but we got the victory against them.
To be honest, I'm really proud of I think all of us played quite well. I think everyone stepped it off quite a bit for that last
Yeah. Some say
last
Stefan's
day.
the best defender in university history.
I was actually so impressed with Stefan.
University history.
Stefan was stopping everything. I was like, oh, it's a one-on-one, they're going to score now. And every single time Stefan makes a challenge, wins the ball back, and like saves us like a couple goals there.
He's the rock at the back.
He actually
I
was.
played for serious that time round, you know.
Yeah, not
You see it,
about.
like,
No mucking about.
Stefan's like, I'm
Every
getting
other
this
Football
ball.
Friday, I was just playing shit on purpose, you know.
So what
Giving
happened
everyone
against,
else a chance.
He's got to like lower those standards and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he comes out and
what happened
just
to Dion's
smashes
team
it.
when they scored? Were you still like proper trying then?
That was Jared's fault.
Fair enough.
Straight goal in, really.
Yeah, fair enough. In our final game, Jared got bored and goal just started coming out.
That was probably the funniest game.
And then like Jared was making runs as goalie, and you see Stefan in goal with his hands behind his back, trying to defend.
Yeah.
In goal.
And we just banged it top bins. I was like, oh, I'm not saying that one.
I was like, good try, Stefan.
I think the highlight of that whole event was Gil's step overs.
Yes.
Because out of nowhere, Gil just starts doing step overs. And you know, like on FIFA, when you learn how to do a skill on on the controller, you learn the button and you just keep doing it because it's the only skill you know. Gil's kind of stuck in a loop. He did the first step over, and it was just like, oh, that was kind of fun. And did it another 20 times in front of goal.
But the thing
Everyone
that was
just like-
funny was he started doing it on his way to the goal. So he was going the right direction, doing step overs, and he's like, oh, this is so cool. Now I'm in defence screaming, let's go, Gil! And then he'd meet someone, but then would then end up going away from goal. But he's still doing step overs. He's going away from
Progressively
goal
sort
now.
of just snaking along the whole field just doing
Yeah,
something.
and it's like he was going in a good direction, but then he was coming back towards me. And I'm like, don't go that way. But it was like, he was doing set photos, he was pretty proud of
It's
himself.
like FIFA Street, we've got to pick up style points before the rest of the
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta get that game breaker.
Yeah, you gotta get that
the
fireball. Yeah, extra hard shot, not skill points.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing event, to be honest. Shout out to Hot Squad for organising that stuff for us. It was quite a good experience,
The whole semester in general, every single Football Friday has been a really good thing, a really good thing for society as well, getting people active.
Got
all that
people out of the
stuff.
house.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's definitely something we want to do more next semester.
Yeah, for sure. I
and
think
next year too.
we'll probably do something similar next semester. Maybe have another tournament like that, or maybe even a tournament with other societies. We're talking about
Yeah,
that. Maybe.
there's definitely stuff in the
But yeah, it was good. Had a good turnout as well. So yeah, it was a pretty fun event.
Hopefully less injuries next time.
Especially from you, Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
The old groin injury.
Roll
Oh,
over
right.
the ball.
Yeah.
Tactical dive. Don't let him keep the ball in play.
There's one time where I was against Dion's team, I think, and I fell on the ball and it was just on my chest,
Yeah,
and I was
you,
just
like,
holding it
bent
down.
slip.
Oh yeah, I thought you won there.
And I was like trying to show, I'm not touching my arms, I was just on the floor holding the ball down.
You're definitely touching it with your
Yeah, but the
arm.
ref did blow, and I was like, oh, didn't get away.
Because you
with
blew
that
it
one.
after a while there. You were there
Yeah.
holding it for a while, and I was like, oh, is that
I was
legal?
just like lying, I was lying on the floor, just holding the ball to no one get it, and then for a good couple of seconds, then the ref blew.
That's a new strat. You can see Lionel Messi do that next week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just lay
That's
on
the
floor,
esports
roll the ball
strat.
around, he's got the chest.
The only game would think of something like that. We think outside the box, for sure. And then obviously, after that, we had to wake up early. Had Stefan banging on my door like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I did not set an alarm for.
And then
which I
you
forgot.
came up like, oh,
I
I'll
was
have a
like-
shower. I'm not going to come to
Yeah.
the first initial. So I was like, cool. Went to Reese. I'm still in bed. I was like, this is a meme. Go on, Gerald. Literally still in bed. I'm the only person up.
Thing is, like, I felt like I was gonna set an alarm, but I think I forgot. But I was like, Stefan will wake me up.
I did wake
So,
you up.
um,
You didn't
I
come out.
think, was that what you were thinking as well? Like,
I thought we were leaving at a different time.
oh,
I thought we were leaving at 10:30 to get for 11.
No, we're meeting Dion there at 10:30, and we were leaving here at like 10.
Basically, what we can say is that your organisation skills suck.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
Reese
much.
is-
I believed
We
in my
knew that.
organisation skills
We
of
did know that.
Stefan being organised.
I was
So-
organised. I was up. ready to go.
Exactly. So, by him being organised, I knew I would be organised.
But you weren't organised. That doesn't make sense.
I depended on you being organised for me to get out of bed.
I must say a big shout out to your boy Aaron, who I woke
Oh,
up
yeah.
whilst banging on Chef's door, who helped me take all the stuff, all that shit we had to the car to go to Lamb because no one else was awake.
The true G's that make it happen. Like,
Yeah, it's just guess of the house, isn't it?
And obviously all the people that came down and helped set up.
Yeah.
Nah, they're not important. It's just Aaron. Aaron is the main guy. Although we did, I said this yesterday when I was driving home, and when we were taking stuff out to the car. Me and Aaron witnessed a very interesting experience.
Oh my god.
I've known
Oh my god.
As we
This
were
is a story.
Oh, here
as
we go.
we're loading stuff into the car,
Yeah.
and we put the boot down, and then we're walking back to the house, and the bush coughed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, see, this is my reaction. I'm in the car and I'm like, he's going, the bush coughed, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean the bush
The
coughed?
bush coughed, and they like moaned a bit after, like growled.
Moaned.
Yeah, he coughed, and he just like had a little, like, he's like,
Can you
"Ew."
repeat
you-
the?
Yeah,
Fine.
you did it in
I
the
did it in the
car.
car.
You did it in the car.
I don't know how the best. It's like he was ill. He was ill.
Okay, not that.
The bush was. It wasn't that
Alright,
type of moment. The bush was ill. Me and Aaron sort of looked at each other and we were like, "What the fuck just happened? What flip is going on?" And we
A
sort
bush moaning.
and we sort of ran back to the house. They didn't moan anymore after that. On the second or third runs to the car, we were very confused.
Wait, so it was just the bush. You didn't see
Yeah,
anything
but-
else.
You didn't
looked
go and
through.
check
No,
what it
no,
was?
We looked through like the branches. There was no one there, dude. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything.
I think you're making it up.
I think it was.
I
true.
think he's making it up.
I mean,
How
then
much
again,
did you drink yesterday?
What? Yesterday morning at 9:30.
Oh, in the morning. I thought you was like on about the evening.
No,
No, Stefan. How much?
no, it was an interesting experience.
That's why I was up so early. He was drinking all night.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
He's just getting on
He's
the
like,
lash.
we won Football Friday. We're gonna
Celebrating,
celebrate.
How many bottles of white spirit did you down? Celebrate?
We went to sleep. He was just sitting, just here, just like, no.
He's down here with Aaron. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah. Me and Aaron both witnessed it. We're both
Yeah, that's
very, very-
I mean, to be honest, that's another weird thing that happened like recently. Because like when we were walking out the other day, there was like the van that was
Oh yeah.
that
Is your
just
house
parked on our
just getting,
grass.
Is your house just getting cased?
I have no. So our road's like this, right? And somehow a van ended up on our patio on the grass. And then we're walking out and we see an AA van trying to pull the van out, and it's like destroying the entire like all the grass and like turning up the mud. And we're just like, how has he managed to get off the road, like past the curb onto the patio next to like a tree in our on the front garden? It was just
All
absurd.
we got to say is there's a lot of random events that happen in Hatfield.
Hatfield's a weird.
I think Hatfield is the worst place.
It's just really.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Sam Lou Patmos is Hatfield's the worst place.
You won't believe what Sam said on stream. Top 10 live stream.
Watchmojo.com.
Top 10
It's gonna be a clip,
Esports
so-
Society moments.
I'm gonna make a
rewind,
real
guys.
expect Sam to say hello. He hates Hatfield.
Number 9, the bush moan.
We arrived there pretty early, got everything set up. I think we set up like pretty early, got everything done by
we had like an hour and a half to spare.
Yeah.
which
We were
is-
well ahead of time.
which is
very well ahead of time.
Very,
Very
unorthodox,
unusual.
very unusual for Hertfordshire SU.
Mm.
That never ever happens. So
But we did end up going a bit overtime on the schedule.
Yeah, but that wasn't our fault.
That wasn't our fault though. There was the
That's
problem
right.
with
Getting
service.
blizzard,
Service.
man.
because Overwatch sucks.
True.
Dead game.
Look at me.
Dead game.
Oh,
I thought you agree with this, Rolf.
Well,
Dead
Overwatch
game.
sucks.
yeah, it's a terrible game. I'm never gonna touch it ever again.
You say that.
No, I will actually won't. The only time I ever play it is like for Neil.
He won't play Overwatch, but he'll play Overwatch 2.
No.
And Watch 2 is the game we all want.
I'm not gonna. I don't think
It's a game we've all been waiting for.
I hate Overwatch. This is a terrible game. Everyone's getting excited about that new shooter that's coming. You heard of Project A?
Oh,
the one
it's
by
the
Riot.
league one.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I was
Yeah, yeah,
excited.
Every
about it.
Overwatch pro right now is just like, oh my god,
Isn't it
I was dead.
Isn't it like CS and Overwatch combined? Or
Yeah.
something?
It's just more mechanics based Overwatch, which is what people wanted from Overwatch, which is what Overwatch has been going away from. So everyone's getting happy if this new game's going to come out.
To be honest, it sounds really good.
It looked really
sounds
good when they
Um,
showed
well,
it.
I don't know if it's gonna have like Overwatch based like game modes. I thought it was more like CS with that sort of stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be like the
No, I don't think anyone knows
escort.
yet.
Yeah, I guess
There's
not.
like very little gameplay.
Um,
I think it is going to be objective based though.
okay.
I don't think it'd be like CS:GO bomb planty stuff.
When do we get any more information about it?
They said they're gonna release some more stuff
Very
next
early.
year.
They've got,
Early 2020 or
I don't know.
They've got like one.
It's not gonna be out until like pretty 2021. I would imagine.
Probably.
But it looks awesome.
It does.
It's like it's a proper like flicky shooter like CS. So I'm interested.
With some fucked up abilities.
Yeah.
Which makes shit interesting.
So what was the whole point in like Overwatch 2 being released? Is it? I feel like it just came out of nowhere, as in like it wasn't like the game needed something else, or was there like?
They were like-
what was the problems with the game? Do you think? Because not often that they'll just release a completely new game for an esport that's already doing well.
I think Overwatch, they know they've gone too deep in Overwatch, and they know that, and they're just doing anything they can to.
They just want to
salvage
keep the fans, yeah.
kind of money, salvage any kind of player base. It's such a confusing release. If you'd have like told me Overwatch 2 before it happened, I would have just laughed. Like it sounds like a fucking dumb joke that a 12-year-old kid would make.
It does sound like a
Yeah.
meme. I was very
It's
surprised.
an
when I
out
heard
of
that.
season April Fool's joke.
Man,
It's like taking the whole thing by
prepared.
storm, like April Fool's guys.
It's the
like,
most
comes
well
around,
prepared April
like-
Fool's joke. It's gonna be April Fool's of next year. Like they're just gonna be like, April Fool's. This is actually all in Overwatch 1. There's no Overwatch 2. But yeah, I don't know. It's like they're just trying to salvage. Like I think majority of the game is gonna be single player based, and no one likes that stuff. Like it
Wait.
already happens in Overwatch. Not single player based, but like co-op.
It's
But
PvE.
It's like more like
PvE.
story
Yeah.
kind of thing, isn't it?
No one likes that stuff in Overwatch 1.
So is it still going to be an esport
Right.
title?
I think
Overwatch
I don't know. I
All,
don't know.
all
how
the
they'd
like
make
the
it work.
Overwatch 2 PvP stuff is being put in Overwatch 1
Yeah,
as far as
so
I'm aware.
there's no reason to actually even buy it.
So if you're
I
buying
think-
Overwatch
yeah.
2, it's just for the PvE stuff basically.
If anything, it's just like DLC.
Pretty much.
So they're selling it as a new game.
It's basically
Yeah,
like
they're
an
just-
expansion.
The thing I don't
for
get
some
is that
extra stuff.
Everyone hates those PvE events. Like, no one likes them. You play them once and
They're
you're
quite
like,
dull.
well, that was absolutely boring. I'm never going to play it ever again. I'm going to scratch my brain out of my head.
So you're not going to buy Overwatch 2?
No.
That's what I'm
Before
getting as
he
well.
buys it.
No
You
one's
heard it here
gonna buy
first.
hertsgg does not condone Overwatch 2.
No support.
I will
No
support
support.
that fact.
Like if CS, I don't know if CS did
CSGO 2.
CS:GO 2. I'd be like, get out of here.
What are you talking about?
Maybe
Source
CS.
2, lads. It's coming.
I'm ready for Counter-Strike Source 2.
Now, if there's a new source, then like a new engine that the game was running on, that'd be interesting. But it's the same
I
engine,
think they need to
isn't it?
change the engine.
They're not changing the engine. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's literally the same game, I think, but they're selling it as a new version of it. I don't know.
Should call it CS something something.
Do you think in like a year or two time they'll be like, oh, Overwatch 3 now?
Right.
I
I can
did.
actually imagine.
The thing, I don't know.
The funny
And
thing
then
about
it's just a
Overwatch-
DLC for Overwatch 2.
Overwatch has been out for ages now.
When it came out, 2015.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
been out for a long
Four-
time.
4 years.
And it doesn't seem that long. But I guess like for competitive games, because they're usually out for like so much longer than that, it doesn't really.
I mean, yeah. So like League's been like
League
10
just
years now.
turned 10.
Dota
Yeah.
will be 10 years next year. CS has been how many years? 12.
I don't know.
13?
What you're
20.
talking about CSGO
20?
or just
Not CS:GO, but
But it's-
Counter-Strike,
as in
as
Global
a-
Offensive.
As a thing.
Yeah,
Counter-Strike
CSGO was
was
2014.
Yeah, so for them to release like
Okay.
a competitive game.
No, actually, no, it wasn't.
Counter-Strike
2012.
Go.
2012.
CS:GO
2012.
was, yeah. longer
2012,
than
sorry.
that, like-
2012.
2012 CSGO, but Counter-Strike's been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
I know that.
The forefront of esports.
best
The
esport?
number one esport.
Number
I
one
think it is
esports.
like
Podcast confirmed?
Yeah.
Best esport?
to be honest, I think it is probably the best esport in terms of getting people involved, playing it, and watching.
What's CS:GO?
Yeah.
I think it's because of how easy it
That
is
league
to
sucks.
I don't even like
understand it.
League, but I'd still think it was League.
Yeah, but like League brings in so much viewership, especially every
Yeah,
year.
League.
It
must
does.
be
It
like-
does. But I think
It's game
from
of the
a
year.
point of
Is
view,
it? Or something like
If
that.
you've got like a bog standard person that was trying to get into esports, and you got their first esports was like Counter-Strike, and their first esports was League, and they haven't played the game,
Mm.
definitely they'd be able to easily understand Counter-Strike. It's just you click on someone's head, you plant a bomb. In League, you just throw magic
No,
at
but
people. Really.
I think the thing is with
So you
League
do.
though, it has so much like.
Whoa, this ain't Dota, alright? This is going back to, like-
But like
Same
League
thing,
just
right?
has other stuff that comes with it. So like everyone got behind KDA. and
That's
stuff
true.
like
No,
that.
I think-
like, they have the music videos that promote like.
I think
what-
Riot market League very well.
Really well.
But in terms of getting people into the game, I'm not sure because I feel like CS is easier for people to get into.
Yes.
It's definitely the normie esport.
Yeah.
100%. Any old, if you're having a pub, I mean, in Ellie House like 2 years ago, we had the major for Boston.
Yeah.
And we had
Oh,
people
yeah.
who were there and they were just chilling watching.
That's
they were
when I
enjoying
got
it.
into CS:GO. That was one of the first
Exactly,
time
I
I
think
watched
that,
a CS:GO
that
event.
Cloud9
and-
phase game in the final
was so
got
good.
so many people into not necessarily Counter-Strike esports, but esports in general.
True.
Because of the storyline, the hype in the crowd, like that was such a pinnacle moment for esports. I
A lot of
think.
the boomers still don't understand it. Though.
Yeah, that is true.
Who would you give up on them? I don't think there was going to be.
Yeah,
players, you know.
They're a lost cause, man.
I tried to get my dad to play Far Cry 3 on my old PlayStation the other day, and he couldn't get. He got bored after 15 minutes because he didn't understand the very first stealth mission. Like that's what we're dealing with. I don't think so.
See, my dad, I think he completed GTA 5 like a year ago or something.
Oh man,
When I was
dad
like-
actually plays games.
Big up Chef's dad.
I mean, I
Yeah.
stopped playing on PlayStation, so he was like, okay, I'll do it, and I just
He was
stopped
like-
playing my games.
You get a speedrun competition against your dad.
Your dad
Stream
can be
it?
like the
Stream it?
PlayStation leader of the society.
I don't know about that one.
That's Stig's role. You don't want to be taking that away from
Mm.
him.
We already have a console pro in the society, so you
Console
know.
peasant,
Mm.
actually.
I mean,
Sorry.
have you seen the new Xbox that's come out? It looks like a PC.
The weird
Oh, yeah,
box
yeah.
It looks like a
type thing.
PC.
Oh,
X
yeah,
series.
I've
seen that.
X series.
So I don't. There was a Corsair PC. I think it was a Corsair 1, and it literally looks identical to the Xbox.
Yeah, it's just like a little tower, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of really similar to that.
And so console.
It's just
I'll
a
join in.
PC that you control with your controller,
Pretty
basically.
much.
Yeah, pretty much.
At this point where consoles are getting like more powerful, they are pretty much
Yeah.
like.
Apart from Stadia, where
Yeah.
I
What
don't
was
know
that
if that's
about?
really meant to be a console.
Was that like supposed to be like on? Do you remember On Live?
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that like On Live?
Yeah, it's like a kind of cloud-based
Oh, like Steam Link.
console.
I remember going.
Yeah,
to
it's just
school.
like you can use Google's computers, as it will, and then so Google has a computer in like their headquarters or whatever, and then you can stream the game from their computer to your like
Yeah.
let's say for example your Mac, and you can play like ultra settings.
Oh,
Yeah, it's,
And-
it's being able to
Yeah,
play PC
yeah.
games without having a banging PC.
Right.
And they've
Uh,
also said like you don't need really fast internet,
Yeah.
which I was a bit surprised
But
about.
have you seen the latency?
No.
Like someone playing Counter-Strike on it. Really bad.
Is it?
Yeah, like really bad.
The whole idea is really interesting though, because I remember when they first announced it, they had like loads of teasers of things. Like you're watching a streamer on YouTube, and it'd be like, join his game, and you just press the button, and it will load your stadium, join straight into this guy's game from the stream. And I think that whole idea of the cloud-based, everything sort of being connected like that is really cool. But
It's really cool.
I don't know if
Of course,
we're
like,
at the stage right now.
Oh.
That's the
I don't know
first
if
one.
we're
I
at the
thought.
stage right
Full
now
business card.
that our internet's good enough for people, or standard person's internet is good enough to be able to
Yeah.
play cloud-based
I
computing.
mean, most people are getting fibre like now, right?
Yeah, but I don't even know if like just basic fiber and stuff is good enough for it. Like to play like high latency games,
True.
or like low latency.
I think more casual games
yes.
it's fine with.
Yeah,
I think
like,
that's what they've been more advertising it as. When you see the gameplay, it's more casual games.
Yeah,
But like the more esports title and competitive stuff, I think you'd probably want to have your own rig.
yeah.
to
I
do
mean, especially
your
like,
stuff with.
if you are more interested in esports titles, things like that, you're more likely to be having a good computer.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be aimed at casual people who don't want to invest in that sort of money, I think.
Yeah.
The filthy casuals.
The filthy
mean-
casuals.
I don't know about you though. Like when I first wanted to get into esports, I just went like first kind of balls deep. I'm gonna buy a computer. That's just like
I feel like you're an outlier though. Did you watch much esports before you
nice.
got it?
I went over to my friends, played Overwatch for the first time, got 1 kill with Diva ult. Was like, yeah, this is fucking fun. I'm gonna PC.
I just don't even
Fair enough.
remember when I got into esports.
Yeah,
There was like
sometimes,
before and then after. I don't remember when.
The,
Yeah.
the only prior thing I had before that was like playing League with friends, but it was fucking sucked because they just wouldn't help me.
I had a funny story about getting into esports. So I was always a console player.
Hmm.
Only play like Call of Duty, FIFA, that stuff. But having strict Asian parents at GCSE time, they were like, "All right, no more PlayStation." Took it away from me. So all I had was my laptop. That's when I started like, I was like, "All right, I'll switch to PC gaming." You know, I started playing a couple games of Dota, and I was like, "This is shit." Don't know what this is. Left it for like 2 years, and then me and my friend like after like I think it was in the summer, we was getting really bored, and we're like, "Oh, we're so bored of like playing these games." We were like, "Oh, why don't we try this PC game again?" Played it again, and I was like, "This is shit again." Then a year later, after we got really bored, we just like kept doing it, and then we're like, "Oh, you know what? This is actually kind of fun." And then we just got more friends into it, and then just started playing it. And then obviously joining uni, finding out there's a team and stuff like that, putting a team together, seeing other people who are actually interested in like other video games and actually playing competitively. That's when I was like, okay, let me actually see if I can get into this, into a more competitive environment. And here we are now at a
And
podcast.
you're still trash at Dota.
I had my peak. I mean, how many tournaments have you won, Reese?
Oh yikes! How many lands have you been to?
Oh.
How much we spent on Dota?
Let's not get into that, but let's get into how much Lewis has spent.
Yeah, just throw Lewis under the bus instead.
No, I won't get into that. But yeah, maybe too much. I think we've all spent too much money on graphics, on pixels in computer games. So
Yeah.
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 I've spent a respectable amount.
Yeah,
I'm quite happy with the amount
oh,
I've
yeah?
spent.
How much have you spent then?
Well, I made £500.
That's not bad actually.
Is that it?
Yeah, I haven't
Really?
really spent much.
I reckon
Well, I
less.
spent more, but then obviously I got
probably
money
spent
back
$1,000 on League.
because you can get obviously money back in CS.
I spent about $3,000
Woo.
on CS.
What?
Woo.
3,000.
How much have you got back? Out of free.
Nothing.
Someone.
So just down the drain.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
You,
fully-
you can start throwing money at me if you want. I'll take that money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone in our society has spent 3k on League.
Right. I don't think I spent more than £200 on video on like
I think I spent £200
Like,
on Overwatch and I don't touch it.
extended. What do you call it? Crates and shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Skins, basically.
I think it depends on the game. I
Yeah, because
think.
Overwatch you don't need
Yeah,
to
that's
pay
true,
anything
that's true.
because the skin system's just basic as shit.
I think,
But,
when,
like,
I think when
the-
you've got money to just like throw
Throw
away,
away.
Mm.
Yeah.
like I had a job that was just paying me too much, and then I was just like, oh well, you know, sure, like I'll
Just buy a
buy
knife.
these Counter-Strike things.
But also, like the skin scene in Counter Strike is massive.
yeah,
It is
And
in
then you
League
compare it
as
to like
well.
the skin scene Overwatch, and it's like
Yeah.
not even
Yes.
comparable.
I'd say CS is and then League and then.
CS skins is
Overwatch,
an
like-
entire fucking industry within
Yeah.
itself. Like,
But with
literally.
like League, it comes with like lore. Like each
Mm.
skin set has a different lore.
But I think one of the
Pretty
reasons
much.
why I invested in CS:GO skins is that I used to be able to. I think you still can get. You can get your money back.
Yeah.
Well, like Overwatch, I'm pretty sure you're stuck with
Yeah,
them.
You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, that's
With,
the
like,
difference
League as
is,
well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but if
true.
you-
League, can you get
League-
money back?
with League, when you buy skins, they have like different things. So it's like a legacy skin that you can't get them again unless they come out of the vault and such. So
But
if you
but
do
on a
want to,
seller.
if you want to sell your account, your account will go for more depending on rank and what skins you have.
But there's no way to sell the skin itself.
No.
I was looking at how
So
much
yes,
you
you
sell,
can,
like,
Same
Overwatch
for
cards
Dota.
for
You
the
have
other
the
day.
Steam market.
Yeah,
sell
and I
stuff
think
on.
like if I think if I was playing Overwatch or League, I probably wouldn't spend that amount of money on skins because like CS you can still get the money back.
True.
You still sell accounts for a lot.
I want to keep my account because I still want to play on my account. I still want my skins.
Overwatch account would go for. It was like £250.
Really?
Yeah.
Sell it, man.
Yeah,
You should. You should.
Legit, yeah.
Christ, it's a lot of money.
Would you ever sell your CS:GO account, Stefan?
No.
I would never sell my CS:GO account.
The thing is, you can't really sell your CS:GO account or your
Yeah,
or
it's
your Dota
connected
account.
to your
It's just
Steam, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true. That's true.
A load of games on it.
Whereas like League or Overwatch, you can just kind of.
You can change the email. Pretty
Yeah.
sure. You can,
Well, I guess with Overwatch, it's connected to Battle.net. So if you have like WoW and stuff.
oh,
Yeah.
I just play Overwatch.
Alright, we went on a huge tangent there. We'll talk about the LAN.
I told you we would.
So
That's what podcasts are for, right?
how in turn, I think it was pretty successful LAN. I think actually a crazy stat. I think everyone who played at LAN, there was one person like the highest seed completely stomped the lowest seed every time.
Oh yeah, everyone's got.
It was like
slacks.
every game was like 2-0, 4-0, like 3-0,
Yeah, the losing team didn't win their
Yeah.
game.
which meant
Yeah,
like I guess the games were a lot quicker. I mean,
you're part of that. You
Yeah, you're
contribute.
part of that. Yeah, let's not remember.
you know, all right.
Yeah, let's not
A quick-
forget.
quick story.
You're one of the stop. You got stopped.
But before the game, Lewis was like, "Dude, I'm really like, I really want to get this, win this mouse for my girlfriend." And I was like, "You know what, Lewis? I'll throw it just for you, man."
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast.
No,
I mean,
that's
well,
not
the,
what
ex-
happened.
the excellent Dota casters, myself and Stefan,
Oh god.
we knew that you were trying.
All right, so
It did not
Moving
look like
on.
you were throwing stuff.
I definitely threw.
It's
No
tactical.
throwing was going on.
No,
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 I got stomped. But your casting was amazing actually. I was I had a very entertaining watch last night.
Probably our speciality is the technical insight into the game which we offer.
It's just for game knowledge that some people just don't understand.
Yeah, like the inner mechanics.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Like the plus 10
triggers.
armor when you magic.
The thing is, like you're talking, like you start talking
Like the
about
XP
random
talent that has
things.
been targeted by the devs.
And the
Stefan
melon-
knew,
the
Stefan
melon
knew all
bomb and
about
stuff,
it.
or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
of course.
The one thing you said, Stefan, was like talking about OG, right? And you're like, oh, they just didn't perform in the bracket stage or the group stage, and I was just like, they were top of their group. They beat every single team.
You know what else he said? He said that he didn't respect them.
And
As
that they
human beings.
cheesed their way through.
They cheesed their way through to the final. They went. It was the cleanest run they've ever done. One, they topped the group stage, beat every team, smashed every team. Upper bracket, smashed every single team up to the final where they 3-0'd.
But it's
But they
That's
cheese.
your opinion, bro. Team
Yeah,
Team Secret's
when
the
you
one.
have analysts, we see the little mistakes that these top teams make. But
That's
Shurf,
true,
you don't
that's true.
see. But me and Stefan, we see these mistakes, and that's
Yeah,
what we
I'm
mean
just
by they
a
cheese their way
naive
through.
player. I just don't understand. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, when you know the game that well.
Yeah, you
Like,
just-
Inside out.
It's like on the final map when Reese is calling you both like mediocre, and like he says, didn't understand like the timings, you weren't getting it correct and stuff. You just
yeah, like, your mechanic, your movement wasn't like smooth like a professional player would be.
true. We're just trash, to be honest. Like,
That's the difference between these top teams and
for sure.
and Lewis.
I thought Lewis Safar from the top player.
So-
We nicknamed him Lightwork Lewis.
Lightwork Lewis.
Because he made Lightwork a Shurf.
He did indeed. He did indeed. I can't
Change his
dispute that
name
one.
on Discord to that.
Light work, Lewis.
Big
I like
Lightwork
it.
Lewis.
I like
I
it.
did enjoy casting Dota.
Yeah.
It was
I think there's a career for you out there. To be
I think
honest.
we could make a partnership, and I
You've
think
already got-
we'll be sought after.
Yeah.
You already got one advantage. You're English. Every cast is
Every
English.
country's English. It's true.
Exactly.
You got that
true.
British accent.
Exactly.
Not English.
Like our casting, Shurf throws a bit of magic. Lewis returns it with magic.
Scottish caster.
He's throwing blue stuff in like.
I thought you meant that every cast was English, like only English language is spoken.
Oh right.
Oh, no.
It's gonna be like,
Literal English.
but we don't watch the Russian stream and stuff. Like,
Do you know the most fucking lit casters? Have you seen Turkish casters? Holy shit!
Why
They
are you
act like
watching
it's-
Turkish casters?
I don't know, dude. I just saw it.
What
on
led
TikTok
you down
sometimes.
this
They act
route?
like it's football. You know, like Spanish, like Brazilian, like commentators of football. They're like, "Gol, gol, 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 Messi!" They're like that, dude. He's like, oh my god, only me class! Oh my god! And then like, yeah, they're just so sick, they're just so hyped, dude. And then
Yeah,
Russian
some of
class
them
is
are.
just like,
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
and that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Like,
And you got an English class just go, they're throwing magic at each other!
What did you guys think of the pub quiz this time?
I think it was interesting. It was certainly.
We tried to make it a bit
Coming
easier.
from the cheating team of 10.
Alright, let's be honest, yeah. So, the teams were teams of 5.
Teams
Yeah,
of 5.
teams of 5.
Stefan's team was
10
a team of
people.
10.
I don't want to. If we start talking about it, it's gonna get heated. Because this is bullshit. We didn't have 10 people.
I mean,
we
you
started
did.
with 5.
By the end of
And
the thing,
Dion
we did.
came like 5 minutes late, and then at the end we had people coming after pub during the results. People were coming in. You're like, oh my god!
Yeah, okay, you had one
It's like-
person coming in results.
No,
But there was,
Adam came
there
to
was
the
at
results.
least Jack and Dion definitely were helping. So that's
Yeah. So that's like
more
7.
people.
6.
What?
6. We had 4.
You didn't. You had 5.
You had 5.
Alright, you cheated and you won.
Mitch wasn't part
It was
of
rigged.
It
The chair won the pub quiz.
Yeah, rigged.
It rigged.
Rigged.
Hashtag rigged.
Rigged.
Just another one of the statements you
And
can
then
take
you,
away from this.
I don't understand.
And then what? Go on.
You cussed out. You gave me a wrong answer.
Alright,
for
so
something that was very
let's talk about this.
clear.
Rob.
It was
Oh,
no.
Rob,
We crossed
so,
out no.
they-
We wrote yes, and that was our answer. Was yes, and that was the correct answer.
So
you refused to believe.
They
that no
first
was crossed
question,
out.
it was a yes or no answer. They've written no and then yes, and then no just had like some little prophetic line for it. We were unsure, so what did we do? We did the right thing. We asked the judges to come over and have a look.
Yeah.
The judge came over, said no, don't give him the point. So we didn't give him the point.
This
Then-
guy's our judge, bro.
So
He's
then-
on your team.
So then what
I
happened?
thought it was just your handwriting, to be honest. I thought it was
So
like
then
some
what
people
happened? He's
joined the.
complaining.
Yeah, like,
we did I think we did everything right. We called the judge over, we got him to sort it all out, and then Stefan's like,
Don't give me this.
and then Stefan got angry, so then purposely didn't give us points later on in the game.
Look at him, guilty.
Stefan was like,
Right.
flipped you, and even though we had the right answer, put it down as wrong.
That was solid.
Defending
the judge,
myself, but it's not cool, right? When you're sitting there, turn over and see Reese's smug little face, smiling and like flip off. Like,
I called the judge over, and the judge said it shouldn't give
Yeah,
the
but-
point.
Yeah, but you were as bad. You and Gil always on your phones.
That was me.
Googling.
Gil was showing Lewis stuff on Discord, and that was I don't know
You
what they were
had
doing.
the laptop as well.
That, I don't know. Yeah, Gil was trying to log into League.
He was on Google.
You were both
He
making
was
some
on
amazing
Google.
faces. I was trying to like get videos of you two. You were like sitting on the chair like,
We're like,
and you were like, yeah! Classic Reese. Like, you stopped doing it as soon as I started filming.
I'm sorry. Aside from that, the pub quiz was
I think it was
easier than
decent,
normal
yeah.
pub quizzes, I think,
Easier.
because it wasn't as
There was no-
challenging.
It wasn't just run by
There's no
Jarek.
fucking.
Because I felt like it's more fun when you know the answers, you know? I felt like a lot of the last quizzes, like, a lot of people just wouldn't know the answers and just
Well,
get
The
upset.
last one was
like,
mental. Like there was so
The
many just
anagram
real
section. You want me to do
abstract-
the anagrams.
I was like, oh my
You
god.
expect the Esports Society to spell?
Yeah, exactly.
No, like a lot of the questions were like questions where you didn't immediately know the answer, but it's like on the tip of your tongue,
Mm.
or things that like you could within reason guess.
Yeah,
Like
you just chuck it in Google.
Make an educated guess, yeah.
And then somehow the answer pops out.
I thought it was quite good. I was correct.
And then that was followed by our awards sort of ceremony, which was very cool.
Stefan won an award, also rigged.
Yeah, what was that about, Stefan?
I came second place HPL.
Did you though?
I'm no longer
You see
washed
what he
up.
does,
I'm
right?
back.
Is he
You're not
rigs-
back.
I'm
he
back.
rigs the
You're not.
leaderboard.
Bad freak is here.
You're not back yet.
Yeah, he tried to throw us off the scent by getting second, not
Yeah.
first.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Actually, second place had the better prize.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Like, usually is.
What fucking?
See, he's not fighting it.
You're so just like. "Ah."
Very political here. But
He's thinking in his head like, damn it, they found out.
please.
My algorithms, god damn it.
Flip.
So yeah, then we also did the stream rewards as well. I think the coolest reward was the poster, and I think having like Dion making us sign at all of it was kind of cool as well. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's like we don't really think about it. We thought, oh, it's just we'll just sign it like as a meme or whatever. But then we were
Well, you
actually
did
like,
ask for it.
he did ask for it. So we were thinking about it. And we're like, actually, now we think about it, this is kind of a cool
It
thing.
wasn't until
because-
after I saw some images on the poster, I was like, this actually.
Yeah,
I
this
want
is actually
something
really
this.
cool. Like,
This is banging. He said he's gonna frame it and put it on his bed,
I mean, yeah,
On
so-
his bed.
above his bed.
Yeah, that'd
On
be
his, on his bed.
On his bed. He's
He's
gonna
gonna
sleep
sleep
with
with it
it.
every night.
be worth a lot when Jared goes to jail for mass murder one day.
Moving
Signature
on.
of a murderer. Okay then.
So
A
yeah.
little backstory.
So
When we were signing the poster, we did have a lot of practice goes
We did.
on pieces of paper, and Stefan's signature was.
With
Yours was
bronze pens,
really
gold
clean.
pens.
Yeah, mine was pretty clean. I was pretty happy on my one.
He did it on purpose because now he can just forge all your signatures.
Oh,
He is the
oh.
whole committee now.
Yeah. Nah, not me.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really side with
That's true.
Leon, but if I do side
Sit
with
down.
Leon, then
Yeah.
I've
But yeah, it was,
I have lost hope.
It was cool because like now thinking about it, like a lot of us are leaving this year. This will be the last time we'll be part
All
of
of
this,
us
this
here?
society. Yeah.
All of
All of us here,
All of us,
Everyone.
everyone at
We're
the
all
table
leaving.
is
We're all out.
is
of
gone
it.
next
The
year.
entire society's gone.
So kind of having like sort of like mementos like that of like the stuff we used to do, is kind of cool. And I think me and Stefan were chatting about it. Like maybe at the end of the year we'll make a huge poster or something. Get everyone who's been a part of the society to sign it. Having like one of those
Cool.
memories, I guess, will be like the end of a sort of era, I guess, for us.
I want a big old team poster in the LA house.
Team
I
first.
know.
Big old
Yeah,
frame
like
in
they've
the
got like
LA
the
house.
frame things.
They've got all the sports teams.
Yeah, but no esports.
I think I'm in the alley house.
Are you?
Maybe.
Smart.
flip off, Sam.
Maybe.
Flip off.
My claim to fame.
in the alley house.
Flip off.
It was
That'd
good
be nice.
though, the stream award stuff, because I think a lot of people didn't actually know we were doing stream awards. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good bit of promotion for that as well. It's quite
True,
cool.
true. Yeah, it was nice to see like a lot of people turning out as well. To get their awards.
I got some energy drinks.
Yeah.
Some
Oh, yeah,
energy
you got
drinks.
tier 1, didn't you? Tier
Yeah, I
1.
got two energy drinks and a nice cheeky business card. Button. That poster,
Sponsored by Monster. Zoom in my face, Sam.
Let's figure it out. Yeah, there's
Oh,
loads,
pinkies up.
there's loads of other awards in the streaming thing, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. So obviously the poster is like a certain amount of points, but like towards the top end of the scale we got the humble bundle
Humble.
Credit.
credit card
Credit.
thingy
And
box.
then we have
Credit
the
card.
credit card.
Yeah, we're gonna give you that credit card.
And then we have
Max
Yeah,
out.
the £1,000 as well.
Exactly, just max out.
And we're doing gift cards of your
Gift
choice and
cards,
things
yeah.
like that too.
So that's
so
pretty cool.
yeah,
I think-
still more stuff to get for a lot of people.
Yeah, because this is like the first stage of what people have got, and
I mean,
obviously
yeah.
the next time we do a LAN, we'll give whatever.
Hopefully
We'll
more
look
people.
at the points system again.
I mean, the whole point in this whole thing was just to get more people streaming. Like, make a sort of community for it. Like our own sort of streaming community, which I guess has been quite successful. A lot of people have been streaming, and also on hertsgg, like you have people casting and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been
But it was one of your goals at the start of the year,
for
wasn't it?
sure,
When
for
you
sure.
became broadcast manager to get that stream team
Mm.
more active, get
You,
the
yeah, it's
community.
doing well, especially it's been like what 3 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had a
So-
decent amount of people. I mean, we have our streamer of the semester, Dion. Yeah.
Wait, self-proclaimed or have you?
No, he is.
have you
He's got the most
proclaimed
points by far.
Okay.
By far. And he has done stuff on his own channel as well as hertsgg as well for a lot of casting and stuff. So there we go. We'll probably have another like.
Shame that he puts the logo in the corner all the time. But,
Not mad.
Do I not
Not
get any
bitter.
points? Like almost killing my PC in the 72-hour stream.
Yeah, I mean, there's yeah.
Do I get second place?
You get second place.
you
I would
get
say.
you get an honourable mention.
Yeah.
Honourable mention. The 72 hours.
Not even
is
second place,
crazy.
just an honourable
My PC's
mention.
not the same anymore, but okay. I'll take the second place.
So, talking about this semester, how were the results of our competitive teams this semester, Steph?
Oh, where do you want to start, man? What games?
I wanna
are you-
Should we start from the bottom
with-
and then work our way up to
Yeah, work
the
up to the best
Okay.
one. Yeah.
So our worst team, coached by Erin, and so our best League of Legends team, which is also our game with most players, came less than top 50. They came 51st,
50 first?
which is
So in spring, they're looking back to bounce back and top 16.
Positive vibes, guys. Positive vibes.
To be honest, I just blame Aaron. I think he let the team down, to be honest.
when I woke,
Definitely the weak link.
Yeah.
when I woke up yesterday and I was like banging the door, I was talking to him for a bit, and he's had like a 15-minute rant about how shit the league team is.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It was-
League team, if you're listening to this, he doesn't mean it.
he 100% means it. He's calling you all out. 100%.
I mean, Aaron did win the most toxic person.
That's true.
Besides
That
That's
is
true.
true.
So that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise. And yeah, they are shit too.
Right, so who's up after them?
After that, we got actually, I think we'll say Rocket League. After that, despite it sounds really good. Third in Southern League.
Okay. Yeah. Third.
Third. We'll do that. Third in
Yeah.
Southern League.
Just don't say the Southern League. Just say they came third.
They came third.
Just
They
just
came
that.
third.
They came third.
What'd they win?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, they got nothing.
Nothing.
Oh.
They didn't win any blue bucks. They didn't win any V-bucks. What the hell? Man?
Any new cars? New wheels? No.
No,
Nothing.
definitely
Okay.
not. Absolutely not.
'Cause they came
They
third.
won Stig's appreciation.
Oh, big. That's hard to get.
That's-
That's kind of dead.
It's huge.
I don't know.
Have you got it before then?
I'd rather not have it.
They won an invite to Stig's poker game.
Yeah, that's why you don't want Six appreciation. You don't want to get invited to poker or golf or something like that.
What are you talking about, man? The poker's high stakes. It's
No,
like-
Gil
I
said
mean,
to
if
me,
it's
like,
mini golf,
I
mini
bet
golf
you
ain't
this
bad.
Rocket League blueprint that I win this game of poker against you.
Gil's been playing poker recently.
Yeah.
He said he's going to take Stig down.
Oh yeah.
Gil, the thing is, Gil's been banging it out.
Can we do a pay-per-view?
Oh yeah.
Stig versus Gilvans. Stig and Coalition versus
I walk into Gil's
Gilvans.
room and he's got like just poker stuff everywhere over his monitors.
He's banging it out, but he said to me last night that he lost all his money.
Yeah.
He's got
Well,
nothing.
I
left
walked into his room and he was like, he started from a £5 and he's paying like small scale things like 50p to £1. And he got up to like £19. I was like, dude, just cash it out, and then cash out what you put in. I went to a test, I came back and I was like, oh, how'd you do? He goes, oh, yeah, I lost everything. I was like,
Oh, no.
oh great.
Yeah, not third in Southern League. Not bad.
Okay.
They could be fair. Improvement for next year.
Yeah.
Next team is Dota,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not sure. I've taken your word for top 16. I think you came below top 16 because you didn't play after you got knocked out.
Yeah,
Probably
that's true.
aren't top
Like, pretty much
16.
as soon as we lost, we were just like, okay, can't be asked to play.
But you still
anymore.
made it top 16.
We did.
But
That's an achievement.
I heard you say
I mean,
to me
to be honest,
that
there are no
they-
other teams above that. To be honest, because they're like the people who lose go into like the other
like
bracket
the
to
loser
play
bracket.
because they want people to
Oh,
keep
right.
playing. So no one else can actually get to your spot. So
Okay, so you probably
it's,
did
it's,
get-
it's top 16
I heard you were saying to me like the team you have now is like one of the best teams you've ever had, like
on paper.
on paper.
In terms of ranks, yeah,
Ranked me.
and positions, I guess. But
So why did you not win? You've won before.
Oh, we're ready
This
to
is,
get
this is
into
a
it
cutthroat
now.
question.
What's happening?
you know what, it was we made some mistakes in the games. Like some of our thought processes were wrong. We slipped up a couple times and then it was just a downward spiral. You know.
Do you want myself and Stefan to analyse your gameplay?
Yeah, maybe if you guys coach us.
They'll watch some demos for you. And
We
You'll
can
be like,
really.
you should have used that. You shouldn't have used that magic. You should use the other magic.
Yeah. Should use the fairy instead of the dragon.
You see what
Oh,
you've done
yeah.
there is died.
You shouldn't have died. You should have just won the game.
You always want to start on the dark side, so when it comes night time, you have the advantage.
I've learned that now.
Yeah.
I've played like 7,000 hours of Dota and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
Sometimes I just I know stuff.
And then who was next after that?
After Dota is Overwatch, which you said to me final 12.
Yeah, I mean we beat the team that was ranked 12. So we're against
Wait a second. Is that how it
It's
works?
top 16. Yeah, you beat the team that was ranked 12. Yeah, top 12. Yeah.
Just in the very first
Technically, it was
qualification
top-
game, I beat the team that like came third. So we
So
we
you're
came
just
third,
taking
right?
people's words
We got-
instead of looking at what it
Well, Overwatch, I've looked on like the
We're
Discord
top
and stuff.
16.
Do you think now you've made all the role changes and stuff that you're going to be stronger going into the spring season?
I don't think anyone's going to play in the spring season.
Oh,
Why?
I think we're all done.
oh,
Wow.
that's good to
Okay.
hear.
Why?
is retiring
So-
Overwatch.
Me and Jamie just agree they can't be bothered anymore.
Saving their strats Overwatch too.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it must be.
Our other DPS player Lee wants to try and get on a actual team. Our other tank player Pete, he coaches, and everyone else apart from everyone I just mentioned just can't be bothered.
That's just Josh.
What losers?
Yeah.
Ah, that's sad. Right, let's move on then. Flip
Yeah.
Overwatch.
All right, what was
Overwatch
next?
sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone sucks!
Alright, what have we got next?
And
Stefan?
next we've got two games left, and both these guys top 10 teams.
Ooh,
So,
damn.
ooh,
bit better.
spicy.
We had Rainbow Six Siege, which I didn't actually follow very much. It wasn't until I saw the announcement by Matt that they won best of the rest, which means they came 9th. Top 8 go to like playoffs. They didn't get playoffs,
It
but
was
they,
a good effort.
they did pretty well. You must have done
They
some
got.
of the
They did.
streams,
They
right?
were on the stream on Newell, where they won. They had like a pretty good comeback win.
Yeah,
But then I think they lost the next week. But the like level of
they're like
play.
joint best of the rest. They were
Mm.
like 2 or 3 other teams. I'm pretty sure. So like That's quite impressive. I didn't realise how they were doing so well.
The actual level for Siege and Null is like they have people playing like ESL UK Premier. Like
Yeah, that's true.
the two teams in the final, they had like their whole team was like they were like separated, like 3 of them on one team, 2 on the other, all in like the ESL Premier and stuff. Like it was, the level of it was pretty insane.
From the
crazy.
announcement, Matt said they're really confident because towards the end of the season they're playing so much better, so it might be able to actually do really well next season, which is really promising.
Siege team might be our best team.
Well, what are you
We
trying
haven't
to
got to
say?
that last team yet.
That's true. That's true.
Should we get to our last team now?
Let's go for it.
Best team? Best team?
Who is the best team?
Yeah, best
I
team
wonder.
in
Let's go.
Excellence.
Let's go.
CS:GO.
CSGO top 10.
Meme team.
Meme team.
Representative.
Stefan's bitches. Let's go.
I can't believe that you didn't even let Ad use a good name. Well, like Ad didn't let you use a good name for the.
We tried to change
the
it to
game on
Hertfordshire
stream.
Doggos, and then he just called it
Stefan's bees. Didn't really have the same effect.
No.
It's a shame.
Stefan's bitches.
Fucking ads.
We would have won otherwise.
Stefan's
name was right.
mask and we're all his bitches.
That was really good season. I mean, obviously, we didn't practice that much, but we had the foundations built from last year, which was good. We had 4 guys from our team last year in Hertfordshire Gold, and we had Scherf
Of
as an
course.
additional person for the first
See,
couple
I
weeks.
just realised, right? So
First couple
Games.
weeks.
we call it a meme team, right? And then you have 4 of the best players from last year, plus me. So am I just a meme?
You are the meme.
You are the meme.
I make it the meme team.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then,
the reason why it was me is because we were just gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, true. We weren't
originally.
like expecting or trying like any. We weren't
Yeah.
expecting to do much. Really, we were just trying to do it for fun.
But it turned out really well. I mean, obviously, we got to a stage where we realised like we could actually do really well here, and we had to make a roster change. You know.
Yeah, we had to make a roster change.
I laughed on my own accord.
Chef
right?
was dropped.
There was. I had a conversation with Stefan. I was like, you know what, Stefan, I'm gonna go full try hard on Dota.
But then
Oh,
you
that's
got
turned
the
out
top
for you,
16
man.
and then just stopped playing.
No, that's because we lost.
So was it a good decision?
It was, for the team, yes. For
No,
the
but we
team,
picked
yes.
up Frost, who
Yeah.
was from another team that
yeah.
was falling apart. So he was a pretty decent addition to the team.
Yeah, fit
we
into
did
the
pretty
team
well.
Quite well.
So we got top 32, obviously. We won our first best of 3. Got to top 16 against Warwick, which was a huge game for us.
That was
And then
huge.
and Reese made a very personal decision which insulted and affected the team. He
We're a meme
chose,
team at this point.
he chose
still.
Ninja.
Were we?
No,
We were
at
still
this
a meme
point,
team.
we were
We were
actually
still a
like
meme team.
we kicked
kicked
Scherf at this
the
point. We kicked the meme. We had Frost. We were going for we can win. We can win the whole thing. And then Reese decided to go try and meet Ninja instead of play that
It
match.
was worth
Can I
it.
ask you a question? Are you 10 years old?
Maybe. Maybe.
He's got
I
a
blame-
baby face.
I blame Joward. That's who I blame. I wasn't gonna go, and then Joward said, "Oh yeah, I'm going." I was like, "Wait, you're going?" Okay, I got to go, Joward.
Oh my god!
And that's a monster can going over our
First one
lovely
of the day.
Christmas wrap tables. We're all in the
I
festive
mean,
spirit.
it looks kind of waterproof.
That's why we did it.
Yeah, we tried some shit on Twitter to Warwick, and then it
Oh, that was so
backfired.
bad.
Yeah, and I had to deal with that.
You
Thanks.
guys didn't
Well,
deal
first
with
of
it
all-
right. Well, you fucked it in
Yeah,
the first
of all, you
place.
fucked the meme first
Yeah, I
of
did.
all.
That was true.
Because
I
we
did
put
fuck
the
the
meme
meme.
up, and then like 5 minutes
Stefan
later,
didn't tell me he didn't tell me why he put the meme up. Like,
That's pretty clear.
no, but yeah, but you didn't say when the thing was, so you were just like, let Mary and Frankie just kind of.
we put the meme up, and then 30 minutes later on Twitter, it was like, this meme didn't age well, saying that we lost.
Yeah,
we hadn't at
because
that point.
I didn't know what was happening or when it was happening, and they clipped something that I didn't know was from last year.
How do you not
so
know
I was
that
like,
was
oh,
the
I have to
famous
respond.
clip from
That
last
was
year.
a
It was a
huge
clip
clip.
with Gil getting hyped.
Gil didn't have a man
and then
bun.
us getting fucked,
yeah,
and
that's
Gil's
true.
like this heads in the hands.
Alex was
Like,
on our team.
That was a funny clip. Gil screaming, getting the 4K, and then
That
head in the hands.
is a lovely clip.
That was like the
It's
best
a
best
great
video
It was
last
pretty
year.
funny, yeah.
And then you guys were like, yeah, this didn't age well. And I was like, what do
We
you
were like,
mean
what?
this didn't age well?
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, they knew. She knew.
I knew.
And
She knew that Reese would.
then we got we chat shit and then got banged.
Yeah.
But
And
next
of course,
season,
it had to be to Warwick as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was fun. But I do think it was because we had the framework from last year.
Yeah,
That's-
that's the only reason why we did so well. I think is because we built up that stuff from last
I
year.
think there's a lot less pressure as well when you like try hard and you're just doing
Yeah.
it for fun. You
Yeah.
tend to play a bit better than you normally would.
Yeah, but
So
overall, I feel like we across all the games, we had some pretty decent, obviously 2 top 10s, like some playoff finishes. Like it's a good start to the year. Hopefully in spring we can build on that and do even better. That's really good. Really good stuff.
You having a nice think, Rob?
I'm having a nice fun.
He's funking about Overwatch 2.
Can't stop thinking.
So things for next year. We're gonna have more lands, obviously. One of the biggest lands, or if not the best one in our opinion, is Double Tap coming up. When roughly, Stefan?
Well, it's nothing set in stone, but we're probably thinking like early February, late January, after exams and stuff. Double Tap, obviously, like you said, most renowned amongst the committee and stuff for highest land. It always produces amazing finals. Every single time we've done it so far, it's been overtimes in. It's been like it's always gone to 3 maps. It's always been sick. Obviously, we've got old finalists from Double Tap 1.
Right here.
Still a bit bitter, I think. Something down here.
Sam!
They didn't play together in second HPL. Second.
What happened?
Do you want to explain
I'm
for
the
people?
reigning champion.
For people who weren't there the first time, which is the first time you ever run it.
So back in 2017, obviously we ran our first ever Double Tap. Double Tap is a 2v2 CS:GO tournament for those who don't know, and obviously so you partner up with your teammates and you go through. Obviously, if you're top 4, you go to LAN and you play semi-final and final. And I was with Luke, who obviously is graduated, and Reese was with Sam.
Ching.
So he played with a guy called Ching, who he got through to LAN with because Sam couldn't play online because Sam's a busy boy.
I'm
But
busy.
in the online stage, myself and Ching did beat Stefan and Simply Square on the online stage.
You
On
did.
Overpass.
You did.
Which
But,
knocked them into a lower bracket, but then
We still
me
qualified.
and Ching had to play Howard and
Gil.
which
Yeah.
we got lost.
I don't know how you lost Howard. I think he was there.
But we still made it to land.
But anyway, you went to LAN. It was all good. Me and Luke went to LAN. We got through. I don't know who we versed first. I versed Howard and Gil first.
No, I versed Howard and Gil.
Yeah. Well, I remember we played Howard and Gil.
So we lost because I lost to them, and then at LAN, myself and Sam beat, because it was best of ones on the online stage. LAN, me and Sam beat them 2-0.
I have no idea who I versed then. I can't remember. Anyway, the final was me and Luke versus Reese and Sam, and it was a really hype final because we lost the first map on Inferno. I think it went double overtime. It was like 22-19 or something. It was really close, and I was playing really well, but Luke wasn't playing so good. And then the second map, Luke played really well in cash, and we slapped you quite. I think it was like 16-9 or something. It
I wouldn't
was.
say slapping, but
It was quite strong performance.
Okay.
You were carried, Stefan.
And Luke played really good in that game. I carried in the first game. He carried second game.
Yeah,
100%. Ask Luke, and he will confirm.
Okay.
And then in the last game, we both pulled our weight, and it was that was a big boy game on cobblestone. And I clutched up at the end. That was a huge clutch from me, completely on me.
I wasn't sure it was a clutch or a whiff from Sam. I'm not too sure which one I'd go with.
The whole of 2017 CS:GO was just you flexing, isn't it?
Basically,
You've
you've
seen
seen the fact.
Stefan's clips up to
That's when I was a good player. Like I've got.
Seven peaked, it's been downwards spiral
Yeah,
since then.
it's just
Never
got
been
worse
the
and
same.
worse.
And then what happened in Double Tap Season 2?
I was with this
Stefan-
guy trolling.
This
bro.
guy just didn't perform.
So, Double Tap Season 1, Stefan got carried. Double Tap Season 2, Stefan didn't even make it to LAN.
We don't
Stefan
talk
was
about
trolling,
that.
dude.
And then
talk about
we
that.
won.
I remember distinctively he was like, "Oh, chef, like it's
I was
good that
being a
when
nice
I'm playing
guy.
bad, that you're stepping up and playing
know.
well."
Guys, like,
I was
there's no
being-
tension
I was
between
being a
the
nice
two.
guy to you. You were a dog as well. Don't even give me that. I was still doing way better than you.
Oh,
It's just
shit,
that it's
boys!
just that I should have.
Woof, woof, boys.
I was like, well, why are we losing it for? It must be my fault.
It is
Even
your
though
fault.
It wasn't
It wasn't.
entirely my fault. This guy is just like, if I had known, we'd have 100% won. It's like,
That's true.
Whoa, what
Flip
do you do
off.
the voices for?
Alright, but nevertheless,
Don't take
we've got Double Tap Season 3, start of next year.
It's going to be
which
bigger and better.
Should be, so Season 1, insane. Season 2, insane. Season 3, it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And this year, me and Stefan were talking, there are so many teams which could qualify to LAN.
yeah.
There's like 6 to
I
8
think
teams
yeah.
which could qualify to LAN, or should qualify to LAN. So the online stage is going to be really tough, and there's going to be some big upsets.
Is Howard allowed to play?
No.
No. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be
How
insane.
the OG team last year.
But that's gonna be sick. I
That's
can't
gonna
wait
be
for that.
sick.
That's
Yeah,
pretty.
that'll be fun.
That's the hype plan. A lot of cool Counter-Strike stuff coming up. I think in general
We are planning a big CS:GO event, aren't we, for the next year?
after Double Tap.
After
It's a little
the-
teaser. It's a little teaser.
Little teaser. We can't say much about it now, but we are trying to get other unis involved and having a LAN tournament with them, basically. Where basically just gonna smack Warwick up and get some revenge.
Well, I mean,
Nah, I'm
the,
gonna get me
the
there.
era of the stretchy boys is over, so you should be smacking.
That's
them up,
true.
really.
It's true.
But yeah, that's quite exciting. There's not much we can't say much about it now. We're hoping to have it all going on in the forum about as much as we can say. Like a
Mhm.
huge
So you've got a
event.
big CS event, multiple potential unis coming down, and hopefully, if all goes well, happening in the forum. That's all we can really say at the moment.
At this point, yeah.
But it should be one of the best events that the society will probably run for a
Oh,
while.
ever.
Ever
Ever.
in the history of
Yeah,
this
There's a lot of
sponsors,
cool
so-
stuff which we're talking to about sponsors and stuff like that. There's a lot of cool stuff in the works, but like we said, we can't really
In
talk
our,
about it yet.
5-year history, this is the biggest one. So
But that should
keep
be
your
pretty
keep
insane.
your calendars free towards the end of February.
5 years.
Yeah.
Anniversary.
Yeah, this will be the 5th year of the Esports Society.
Well, 5th year of Esports / League Legends Society.
No, forget. We didn't talk about that.
Okay, so
Talk about
Who even
Yeah.
League of Legends?
Dude game.
First. Anyway,
That's really cool.
yeah, obviously after the Counter-Strike event, we're gonna have more stuff coming up. We're gonna
Yep.
bring back our Triforce again for League Legends, which is quite cool. Our 3v3 league event.
It's one of the biggest hype ones as well.
Yeah, that's always I don't understand it. It's just magic being thrown around again, but
Should we cast it again? Make a comeback?
maybe.
I mean, you did so well with
we can,
Dota.
we can
I mean,
venture into
Yeah, yeah.
League.
Yeah, I mean, similar game. Pretty much
base-
the same, aren't they?
basically
Both
the
magic
same.
throwing.
Yeah, just nice UI and Dota,
Yeah,
really.
literally. And you can throw stickers and stuff down banners and stuff.
Yeah, it does look.
So,
That's
yeah.
true.
don't touch CS:GO. Mine sounds.
Yeah, City's pretty bit complex for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's just too over your head.
Yeah.
You gotta look where the bullet goes.
yeah.
Throw bullets. Sometimes throw those little balls that explode. That's like.
That's when you know it's serious.
Yeah, when someone pulls out one of those balls and
Yeah.
got coinks.
Point.
Yeah, like where's he gonna throw it?
I don't understand why
So
CS doesn't
impossible.
have like dragons and fairies in it. I struggle to understand that.
Yeah, what about those big fucking lizards?
If it's so much simpler if you could buy items and CS:GO.
Exactly.
Oh, wait.
Don't worry, ignore that. Quick, move on. Shh.
You can cut out if you got a red button.
Yeah.
Cut the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Nice.
So I think overall we've had a pretty successful year, including last year, the start of January, up until now. What would you guys say is like, for you, the standout highlight moment of 2019 for the Esports Society?
Double tap season 2.
That's because you won it.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was probably one
But
of
it
the
wasn't just the thing. I
highlights.
think it was also the games. Playing against Ben and Alex, and then all 3 maps was insane. So I think
They were all very close, yeah, for sure.
Rob, what's yours?
Come back to me.
It's definitely.
I'm not sure. It's been the 2019 has been quite a big year because it was around January 2019 when Howard sort of started moving away from doing like the main stuff and he sort of pushed it towards me and Jess. So I think the biggest event for me was probably Jan Lan. I think that was Double Tap, but it wasn't just because of Double Tap that was big for me because Jan Lan was the first one that I had completely organised and stuff, did everything for it. So I thought that was quite huge, and I was really excited for that. That's one that's most memorable for me, at least. So I quite like that one. Double Tap was part of that, but yeah, Jan Lam, big boy.
Mm.
Sam, obviously you were like there doing all the streaming stuff, but which event for you was the most fun to like stream?
I liked the Ionia one. That was a good time.
Oh, the Ionia one.
Like, I think that was really cool. Having the 3v3 was just like a really good tournament, I think.
Mm.
So I'm quite looking forward to that coming back. So I'd probably say that one was probably the best for me, to be honest.
What for you, Frankie?
Probably the Ionia LAN as well. Yeah. It was the start of mine and Gil's ongoing meat war. So
Oh, is that where it started?
yeah, that's
'Cause I was
where it
wondering like,
started.
I think it was like yesterday I was trying to like help Pack. I walked into the other room and things were just flying across.
So it was
And
like,
Frankie almost hit me with something in the face, like whiffed past my face.
so there's like like a meep. It's like from League of Legends, but they're like these little like stress
Is this
reliever
what I was doing
things.
yesterday when you yonked it on my face?
Yeah, like the weird like yellow thing.
Yeah. But it's just like it first started with a Paro, and then Gil just pelted me like across the face with a meep in Ionia LAN. So it's just kind of been since then.
For me, I think it was same with Reese. It was double tap. I think the reactions of each game was insane because you had like people crowding around, everyone's getting hyped. Like Gil and Reese were obviously like shouting, screaming, like.
Another thing, like also when like I had Dan behind me.
Yeah.
When we were playing and like when we were losing, Dan's like hugging me and giving me all this, hyping me up, and I was like, yo, this is pretty lit, you know?
Yeah, I think there's a whole new like. I feel like just with double tap, there's a whole aura around the room which is different to most
It's
other
just so much,
events.
there's so much like more hype.
Yeah.
Like in the first lands we've had, like Overwatch, all that kind of stuff, hasn't been. I don't think you can compare it to CS. In CS, like we were playing, we're jumping up, screaming, like calling our players shit and all this, and like jumping out of our chairs, and just so much energy and hype, and it's.
How dare you?
Overwatch 2, yeah.
I was just about to say, I was literally just about to say that. I just remembered it was the same event as that. I remember the bloody entry things that you did where you smashed your head against them.
Yeah,
that was
that
really
hurt.
funny. That was really
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I went through that on Gil's shoulder. Like I was on Gil's back, and we went through, and like we did this whole entry thing. I went through to go out of the room. I went through fine. Climbed back in. I smacked my head on the door, and I just heard a doink.
No, I was going to say the Overwatch one was hype as shit as well.
That's
Not the final because it was Jamie and Alex versus me and Harry and we got clapped. But like everything prior to that was hype as shit. Like when we had to play Josh and Sheena, and I beat Josh. And, I killed Jamie the 1v1 with Widow. That's hype as shit. That's like the pinnacle of my esports career. I'm done now. Peak.
Yeah, I forgot about Overwatch 2 was at that.
So that was pretty hype as well.
It was a good LAN. That was a really good
I
LAN.
beat Josh in the pharmacy, which is supposed to be Josh's best. He's supposed to be Fahrenheit.
Yeah, Josh
That was
sucks.
hype. I was gonna say that was really. The whole LAN was really hype. Like the double tap and the Overwatch 2v2, definitely super sick.
I think some honourable mentions are worthy of talking about, like getting the Rock Bus for Freshers Fair this year was
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. That was huge.
The ASOS event.
Yeah, that was this year too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that
this
was-
year, wasn't it?
That was really cool. That sort of came out of nowhere. That was really good work from everyone.
Played on stream, won a game on stream.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think our what's it called, Results Day stream was really cool as well. That was a good collaborative effort from all the different game leaders.
Quite ambitious to get
Very
a sort of
ambitious.
stream like that started, but
Um,
we managed to pull through
I
with
think
it.
we did good. I also think our first LAN in October was really cool too. As our first time with all our new production equipment, our new graphics and all that. General, I think there's been
The turnout was amazing, to be
and the
honest.
turnout
Like
was
50,
most we've
60
ever
plus,
had
I'd
for an
say.
event before. So I think everything's been looking up for us. And I think it's been a really
sure.
good year for esports. Really good. And excited for 2020 now. Really.
I think probably the best thing we've done this year is the transition of obviously losing Howard, Jess, people like that, coming after losing them and then continuing with Saya and making it even like expanding it basically. Just like, big round of applause to Stefan and, others, all of us pretty much working with me, working hard, for everyone to have a
Did
good
you
time.
mention yourself?
I said
You said Stefan and everyone else.
Congratulations to Shurf. Taking on from Gil.
Yeah.
Thanks. One thing I guess we could talk about is for next year, the roles will be slightly changed, won't they, Stefan?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always that discussion we can have in like a month or two time when we start talking about what's worked this year, what hasn't worked. So what should we do for next year? But there is a new role, obviously, that the SU spoke to us about adding, which is become some sort of a meme in the committee already. It's going to be interesting when it's all announced to everyone. It's called the Inclusion Officer, which already the name of it isn't that appealing.
No.
But their role in the society and committee would be to make everyone feel included at events and stuff and get everyone involved. So I'm not entirely sure. I feel
What's wrong, Frankie?
a bit. I don't envy the person who's going to take
Yeah,
on
yeah.
It's a
that role.
tall order for sure. I mean, especially like being on everyone's good side, and getting nerds out and about
Yeah,
and
like
talking
for
to each other,
society such as this
being
one.
social.
Yeah.
It's quite a big task.
I don't know if I like how the SU is all pushing it on everyone. I think it's just another sign of I don't want to chat shit about the SU, but the SU being a bit disconnected from the societies and what the needs or what they want and stuff. But that's a topic for another day, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously news about that stuff, manifestos and stuff. We'll talk about elections another time as well, because that's all quite exciting. As we said earlier, everyone's leaving, so next year the transition will be even bigger.
It will.
So
need a lot of people to step up.
yeah,
So it's like they keep running.
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
So Christmas plans, guys? Anyone doing anything special?
Stuffing. Lots of stuffing. Christmas stuffing.
Just food.
Yeah,
just food.
Literally.
Just food.
What else would you go home? Get fed.
Yeah, we don't have to pay for our food.
Rob's gone all quiet.
Just thinking about some stuffing.
Stuffing.
It's faulting again.
Onion sage. Forget that Vicky sausage shit. It's all about the onion sage stuffing.
No, it's really about pigs and blankets. Don't
Yeah,
chat
don't.
shit. Pigs and blankets.
Overrated.
Oh,
Wait,
I
what?
think they're overrated too. They're good, but I don't think they're that good.
Oh, pigs in blankets.
Don't.
Yeah, they're great.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
The top of the
Don't have it.
Christmas dinner tier list is stuffing and
Absolutely not.
Stuffing.
No,
stuffing.
pigs in blankets, then Yorkshire pudding.
My
and Yorkshire
God, you
pudding.
guys are all uncultured swine.
Don't.
Why, what's yours?
He's
Cranberries?
vegan, so he's gonna have
Yeah.
like he's gonna have like a
The one is
lettuce.
overrated. He doesn't eat them.
He's gonna have like a carrot or something.
Brussels sprouts, huh?
A Brussels sprout's pretty good.
How do they
Oh
compete?
my
How do they
God,
compete?
you
Alright,
guys-
it goes pigs and blankets, turkey, gravy.
Now you need Yorkshire pudding.
then
there.
flipping.
Like some
Yorkshire
real, just like
puddings.
big fat, really dry meat, and then just
Yo,
kind of
turkey's
go down
like-
from there.
Moist succulents.
No, turkey is like Gandhi's flip flop, mate. Like,
No, you are the
I
one
don't know why.
dry
who's
as fuck. Like,
No, it's not.
Okay,
I don't know how you cook your turkey, but turkey is anything but dry. You're missing out big time.
no, I'm not.
I'll get you a vegan turkey.
Where's stuffing on your tier list then?
Oh, like down below somewhere, like down the bottom.
Why is stuffing so high for you?
Stuffing's just amazing.
Stuffing's like a
Stuffing's
little
like
side
meat,
thing
yeah.
that you
Well,
have on
Yeah,
the
it's
side.
We've got the wrong
thing.
friends, man.
Should we go make some stuffing?
Yeah, shall we?
Pigs and blankets, so don't at me.
Yeah, pigs and blankets.
Oh, I thought you were saying that they weren't good. Then I was like, do you want to go?
They're literally so far above second place, like
Yeah.
undescribable. What's better than a nice sausage wrapped in nice crispy bacon, Sam? What's better than that?
A single Brussels sprout.
Do you know what's better than that? Do you know what's better than that? Brexit.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what we call it, boys.
We're done.
Thanks for coming coming out.
Sam starts a random Extinction Rebellion and now everything he supports.
Alright, so that's our Christmas
We
over.
call it off there. There we go, we're done,
Next
boys.
topic is Corbyn versus
So
Boris.
that was our first podcast.
Was indeed. Hopefully we'll get more of these done more frequently, for sure, next semester.
Christmas dinner tier list for sure.
Coming soon.
That will be the next. That'll be the first thing we'll talk about next
Put it on
podcast.
Twitter. Christmas dinner tier list. Let me make it.
No, should we put something
Yeah.
at the top?
Give me a
Yeah,
template. We'll tweet it out. And we'll get people to make their own.
Vote? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We'll make a template.
Christmas dinner tier
Actually, no,
list.
we should do like we all make a template. We all make one, and then we get Twitter to
No,
vote
we
for
should-
it.
Yeah, we'll
No, we
make a
should- we should
template.
get- we
We'll
should
have a
get it
thread
voted.
of the community esports team, and then we'll
Get a
have like a
voting
community
thing for,
thread. Yeah.
For Discord, and then we'll put
Yeah.
Hertfordshire's total.
Yeah, and we can invite other
Esports
unis
total. No, fuck
to
unis.
join
Fuck.
in. I'm trying to be inclusive.
Pigs and blankets will be in everyone's S tier.
I don't know.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know, dude.
I don't think that's something will make my list.
I'm sorry, but if no one has S tier Yorkshire puds,
What should put in to make Christmas?
exactly.
I think it's the most
So the
iconic.
pigs and
one.
blankets.
No, I'm not saying they don't.
You can have Christmas dinner
They are.
without pigs in blankets. You can have Christmas dinner without Yorkshire puddings.
No, you can't. You can't have either. Like, I have a Yorkshire pudding with a roast, but I'd never have pigs and blankets with a roast. I only have pigs and blankets for Christmas dinner.
Do you know why? Because you're uncultured.
Oh, go eat some lettuce.